When night falls, and the stars scatter across the sky, the world sinks into a silence as ancient as time itself. Have you ever, in a moment of stillness, felt a subtle, almost imperceptible calling? A whisper that seems to slip through time and space, reaching across the boundaries of consciousness, gently echoing in your ear, as if from another realm. And in that moment, an ancient, long-forgotten manuscript begins to unfold. It's not made of paper, nor written by mortal hands. It is inscribed in the echoes of the soul, in the pulse of the cosmos itself, each line a ripple of forgotten wisdom etched deep within the fabric of existence. They call it the Spirit World Book. Legend has it that it only reveals itself at precise moments, to those truly ready to face what lies beyond the veil. What you are about to witness is not merely a collection of words and symbols, but the beginning of a journey into lost civilizations and the source of spiritual consciousness. Within these pages lie secrets of life and death, of soul and destiny, of cause and consequence. And every line may hold a key, one that unlocks the door to a forgotten part of yourself. Some say this mysterious book is a prophecy left by ancient seers for future generations. Others believe it to be a bridge between this world and the next, hidden deep within the chambers of our awareness. And now, as your eyes meet its cover, ask yourself, are you ready to uncover the truth that time has tried to bury? Will you dare to step into a realm of forgotten rituals, sacred symbols, and resonant energy? So now, take a breath. Set aside the noise, the doubt, the distractions. Open your mind, open your heart. Follow us into this ancient revelation, filled with awe and encoded wisdom. Under the guidance of the stars, we will walk through the mist of forgotten history toward a path of inner awakening. Are you ready to face the unspeakable truth that lies ahead? Throughout history, knowledge of the spirit world has never truly disappeared. It was not lost, it was hidden, veiled and taboo, waiting patiently for those who are ready to face it, to rediscover its truths. In ancient Egypt, the Book of the Dead was revered as a guide for the soul's journey into the afterlife. Filled with sacred symbols, chants, and rituals, it depicted the soul's trial after death, where one's heart was weighed against truth itself. In the East, scriptures like the Sutra of Kittigarbha and the Huang Ting Jing portrayed the spirit realm as a vast system of karma and rebirth, where the mind and actions of the living determined the fate of the soul. The Indian Upanishads spoke of a timeless truth. The self is neither born nor dies, the soul exists beyond the body. Across cultures and continents, the quest to understand the spirit has echoed through the very roots of civilization. And behind all these ancient traditions lies a curious thread, a whisper of something older, deeper, more universal. Many believe there once existed an original book of wisdom, a spiritual manuscript that transcended language and geography. Passed down through symbols, myths, and visions, it was interpreted in countless forms, yet remained rooted in the same cosmic source. This mysterious manuscript, often called the Spirit World Book, was not merely a text. It was an encoded map of consciousness, a lens through which the structure of the universe could be glimpsed. According to legend, the Spirit World Book was compiled by a group of ancient mystics known only as the Silent Ones. They did not belong to any religion. They served no kings, no institutions. They lived in solitude among mountain peaks, caves, and ruins, listening to the rhythm of the stars, the breath of the earth. Through years of deep meditation and perception, they attuned themselves to a spiritual frequency beyond time and death. Their revelations were not written in ink, but in symbols, visions, and patterns distilled into what became this sacred text. At the heart of the Spirit World book lies a powerful philosophy that life is not a static event, but a resonance of the universe itself. In this worldview, life and death are not opposites, they are different expressions of the same evolving consciousness. Death is not an end, but a reconfiguration, a moment when the soul distills, purifies, and prepares to enter a higher dimension of being. Esoteric traditions from across the world agree on one point. The Spirit World book is not just a manuscript, it's a state of awareness. It does not reveal its truths to the curious or the skeptical, but to those who surrender logic and fear, and open their hearts to something greater. As Plato suggested in his Phaedo, true knowledge is not learned, it is remembered. And this book, it is the trigger for that memory, a bridge between your soul and the deepest truths of the cosmos. But over time, this wisdom was forgotten or worse, distorted. During the medieval era, religious authorities label such texts heretical. Many were burned. Those who carried the teachings were forced into hiding. In more recent centuries, science obsessed with rational proof dismissed it as superstition. Yet the pulse of that ancient knowledge never fully faded. It lingers in dreams, in symbols, in sudden flashes of insight. It rests quietly in our collective subconscious, waiting for its time to awaken once more. From a philosophical point of view, the Spirit World book completely redefines what we think we know about death. In its worldview, death isn't a dark, final ending but rather a shift in density, a transition of consciousness from one state of being to another. Like a cicada shedding its shell, the soul breaks free from the physical body and begins a deeper, more essential journey. This idea mirrors what many esoteric traditions describe as the pre-death experience, a ritualized confrontation with mortality meant to trigger a profound spiritual awakening. Before the actual moment of death, it's not about fearing the end, it's about preparing the soul to wake up to its true nature. As the Hermetic teachings put it, as above, so below, as within, so without. The Spirit World book doesn't just offer knowledge about what happens after we die, it acts as a mirror, reflecting our modern confusion, our hidden longings, and our search for meaning in this life. And now this mysterious manuscript, one that transcends time and culture, has resurfaced. It doesn't belong to any one religion or belief system, yet it speaks to all who seek to understand the deeper essence of life. It is both a labyrinth of symbols and a lighthouse of wisdom. It doesn't just show us the end, it challenges us to rethink where the beginning truly lies. What we are being called to do now is simple, yet profound: to follow the ancient echo of this wisdom, to step into the symbolic landscape of the Spirit World book, and recover the spiritual truths that the modern world has lost or forgotten. And as we carefully open to the first page, we're not met with the kind of linear storytelling we're used to. There are no clear sentences, no direct instructions, only a rich, layered image filled with ancient symbols and mysterious energy. It feels more like a map of the soul than a manuscript. This map doesn't speak to logic or language. It speaks to your intuition. You might see strange, pulsating line symbols that breathe, ancient runes, geometric patterns that seem impossibly symmetrical. They aren't just decorations, they are keys. Keys designed to awaken something sleeping deep inside you. A memory, maybe. A knowing. A sense of home. These symbols may appear static at first, but look closely, they move. Not physically, but vibrationally. Some resemble star charts. Others mirror the chakra systems or sacred patterns in plants. These images aren't meant to be understood, they're meant to be felt. As you gaze upon them, certain memories may surface. A mountain from a dream, a temple you've never visited, but somehow recognize, a place your soul remembers, even if your mind does not. One recurring symbol throughout the book is called the Eye of Pure Light, a totem made of spirals and radiant rings, like beams of energy shooting from the center of the universe. According to the ancient mystics, this eye represents that precise moment when the soul separates from the body and touches the source of all things. It's not pain. It's not fear. It's presence, pure, unfiltered presence. As if you became light itself. As if for a fleeting moment you were a star, a spark, a flash of eternal awareness. Another common class of totems found in the Spirit World book is linked to rebirth and transformation. These often appear in spiral shapes, serpent-like forms, or images of a phoenix with wings outstretched, symbols that reflect the soul's metamorphosis after passing through its own dark night. These are not decorative designs. They are visual expressions of deep inner psychology, gateways into personal evolution. In subtle, almost cryptic ways, the Spirit World book reveals this truth. Death is not an end, but a transition, a shift in consciousness between different densities of existence. Just as birth marks the soul's emergence into physical form, death is the soul's return from the seen to the unseen, from the manifest to the potential. This passage is never linear. It spirals, like a galaxy orbiting itself, filled with phases of reflection, surrender, purification, and transcendence. What's truly remarkable is that the book doesn't try to impose any absolute truths. Instead, it uses these symbols to activate something unique in each of us. The same symbol might stir completely different emotions, memories, or realizations in different people. And that's the magic of it. The book doesn't give you the answers. It reminds you that the answers have always been inside you, just waiting for the right moment to awaken. As one ancient mystic inscribed in the margins of the Spirit World book, a symbol is not a shape, it's a vessel of meaning. A totem is not art, it is a doorway for the soul. Each image is a trail marker on a personal journey inward. What seems like chaotic arrangement is actually a map, a blueprint of soul purification, a multidimensional training of awareness itself. The Spirit World book also emphasizes something that many overlook: your mindset as you read it. If you approach it with fear, doubt, or arrogance, the book will appear confusing, even overwhelming. But if you come to it with humility and trust, its deeper truths will unfold in astonishing clarity. As spiritual teachers often say, what you see in the book is not its content, it is your own consciousness reflected back at you. That's why the first page of the Spirit World book isn't the beginning of a story, it's a mirror, reflecting the current state of your soul. It's not a text, it's a threshold, a door through which your understanding of death, life, and transformation may be completely redefined. So the question is no longer, what does this book mean? The question is, how will you move through this door? What will you see and who will you become on the other side? And that is where our journey continues. We will follow the thread of these mysterious symbols even deeper into the layers beneath them, where personal consciousness meets collective archetype, and the cycles of the soul intersect with the great laws of the universe. Everything is unfolding within the sacred geometry of the Spirit World book. As we venture deeper into the Spirit World book, the symbols that once appeared to be mere beautiful designs begin to reveal their intricate and multi-layered nature. Some of them seem to breathe, subtle shifts in lines and forms occur as you gaze, as if you're watching consciousness itself move on the page. And it's through these quiet, visual sensations that the book begins to reveal its central message. Life is not a static condition, it is consciousness resonating within the rhythm of the cosmos. One concept that appears again and again is what the ancients called the resonance of pure light. It's not just a visual phenomenon. It marks a pivotal moment of awareness. When the soul finally breaks free from the body, whether at the instant of death or through deep inner awakening, it encounters a fleeting yet profound realization, a state of total unity, a moment when the entire universe seems to collapse into your being, and you become one with everything. This description mirrors what many modern near-death experiencers have reported: visions of white light, out-of-body journeys, and a feeling of the soul ascending into something vast and eternal. This pure light isn't something far away, it's an inner universe awakening from within. Many ancient traditions describe similar states. In yogic practices, it's known as the opening of the crown chakra. In Taoist terms, it's the spirit returning to the great void. In Greek mystery schools, it was called the ascent of the soul to the stars. Paired with this light is another system of symbols, complex and layered, known as the alchemical grid of life. These are not random designs, but deeply intentional configurations built from sacred geometry, prime number sequences, mirrored patterns, and recursive forms. They reflect what early mystics called the law of the one, revealing the soul's purification process, a passage from confusion and limitation through fear and into clarity, freedom, and integration. Each shape holds a layer of symbolic power. The triangle represents the unity of will, perception, and emotion. The spiral reflects the unfolding path of consciousness evolution. Mirrored structures symbolize the karmic law of projection and return, and the interlocking circles, intricate and endless, signify the soul's continuous self-renewal within cycles of reincarnation. These are more than metaphors, they are a form of spiritual technology, providing guidance for inner transformation and the elevation of the soul. What's even more astonishing is that these symbolic systems don't just map the individual soul's path, they also imply a deeper truth about universal interconnectedness. According to the Spirit World book, every personal awakening sends ripples through the collective energy field. Even the smallest shift in consciousness creates resonance that subtly impacts the entire world. This closely parallels principles in modern quantum physics like entanglement and the observer effect, which suggest that consciousness is not isolated but interwoven with the entire fabric of the universe. In this light, the totemic structures found in the book are not destiny scripts or prophetic codes. They are maps of free will reflections that awaken you to your inner fears, desires, and attachments. They offer multiple paths to growth, but which path you take is yours alone to choose. That choice made with awareness is the true turning point of fate. Along the way, we must also be careful not to fall into the trap of surface interpretations. Many people see the symbols of the Spirit World book as tools for fortune-telling or as sources of mystical power to control life or predict death. But this obsession is exactly what the book warns us against. Its true lesson is this: power doesn't lie in prediction. It lies in recognition, transformation, and responsibility. As one ancient saying puts it, destiny is shaped by the heart, fate bends to the will. There's one final, hidden element that often goes unnoticed: sound and vibration. The Spirit World book tells us that behind every symbol lies a corresponding sonic pattern, an ancient audio code that cannot be captured by modern musical notation. These sounds, when chanted or intoned in specific mental and energetic states, activate resonance at the level of consciousness. This is why so many ancient civilizations regarded mantras and sound as bridges between this world and the spirit realm. From the Tibetan Buddhist Mani Padme to the resonant name Ra in ancient Egypt, to the Taoist King Zuzi in the sound of clear emptiness, all point toward the same principle: energetic resonance through sacred sound. Because of this, the Spirit World book is not just a collection of images and texts, it is a multidimensional sensory experience. It works through visual symbols, sonic vibrations, focused intention, and energetic alignment, all converging to guide you back to your most essential self. And in the complex web of symbols and codes, we may come to realize something profound. The so-called mysteries of higher dimensions are not distant or unreachable. They are already here, embedded in our most ordinary thoughts and fleeting emotions, waiting only for the moment we choose to see them, understand them, and move through them. The ancient Spirit World book doesn't belong solely to myths or forgotten legends. Its real purpose is to awaken awareness and transformation in everyday life. It reminds us that each of us can become the explorer of our own life's journey. The wisdom within the Spirit World book is the soft light we carry when walking through darkness, a light we ignite from within. And you don't have to start big. Begin with something simple: conscious awareness through meditation. Each day, take 5 to 10 minutes to sit quietly. Focus on your breath. With each slow inhale and exhale, let a symbol from the Spirit World book rise in your mind, perhaps a spiral, an eye, or a triangle, or the ring of pure light. Don't try to interpret it. Instead, let it be a container for your awareness. Let your feelings move freely. You may find that these symbols begin to unfold on their own, gently guiding you to deeper levels of consciousness. For those who remember dreams, dream journaling is another sacred pathway. Keep a dedicated notebook, your own Spirit World journal, and write down the first dream fragment you recall each morning. It doesn't have to be complete. Even a color, a sound, a vague image is enough. An old teaching from the Spirit World book says, dreams are the language of the soul at night. They are not random illusions, but meaningful windows into your subconscious trying to speak with you. You can also initiate pre-dream rituals to receive clearer dream messages. For example, light a white candle before bed and speak a short phrase or intention in your mind. May I see my true form in tonight's dream. Gaze into the flame for 3 minutes, then gently close your eyes and sleep. Many practitioners report that these simple rituals lead to vivid, symbolic, and sometimes prophetic dreams, turning sleep itself into a portal for spiritual insight. Beyond dreams and meditation, there's another often overlooked yet incredibly powerful practice: spiritual journaling. Each morning or evening, take a quiet moment to write down 3 simple questions. What is the one emotion I'm most attached to today? Is it rooted in a fear of a specific outcome? If I had to face this emotion in the final minute before death, how would I feel about it? Don't push for answers, just be honest with yourself and write whatever comes. After days, weeks, or even months, you'll begin to see patterns. And through those patterns, your sense of self will slowly begin to shift. This is what the Spirit World book calls inner decoding, not receiving answers from the outside, but rediscovering the forgotten book that lives within your own soul. You can also align your practice with the phases of the moon. New moons, full moons, and transitional points between them are powerful openings for small personal rituals. Find a quiet space. Gather for simple items to represent the elements: a candle for fire, a cup of water, a pinch of salt for earth, and incense or herbs for air. Arrange them to create a sacred circle around you. Inside this space, you might whisper a sacred phrase from the Spirit World book like, "My heart is a mirror, still and undisturbed." Write down a release intention, such as, "I let go of my attachment to the past," or simply sit in silence for a few minutes, listening for the voice within. These rituals aren't about changing reality. They're about tuning your inner frequency so you can better receive what the Spirit World book calls the resonance of pure light, a calm, clear state of spiritual presence. Beyond meditation, dreams, rituals, and writing, there is yet another, even more accessible practice: mindful observation. Whenever you're faced with an emotional surge or a major decision, pause and ask yourself, if I were already on my soul's journey through the spirit realm, how would I see this moment? This simple question can lift you out of reactive patterns and help you begin to understand your life events through the eyes of the soul. That, in essence, is the Spirit World book's most grounded teaching: to remain anchored in inner clarity, even amidst the chaos of the world. As the book reminds us, it is not the book that guides you forward, it is your heart that awakens the book. This is a lifelong practice, a continual return to the essence of who you are. And whether you realize it or not, you're already walking this ancient, sacred path. Throughout this journey into the revelations of the Spirit World book, we've witnessed the deep rhythm between death and rebirth and felt how ancient wisdom, echoing across time, still glows brightly within our everyday lives. Each moment of stillness, every journal entry becomes a bridge between you and your inner truth, a way to reclaim clarity and strength in the noisy world. The Spirit World book doesn't just reveal the secrets of death, it teaches us to plant seeds of hope within every ending and to welcome new beginnings in every farewell. It reminds us that the deepest revelations come from continually exploring the essence of life, and that even the smallest awakening can transform our entire understanding of existence. So as you continue walking through this complex, ever-changing world, pause now and then. Reflect on the mystery we've explored together. Let it nourish your soul, because sometimes, in those quiet moments, you'll catch a glimpse of a light deep within a quiet pulse of infinite life. Will you let go of doubt and dance with this mysterious wisdom? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's explore the unknown together with wonder, with reverence, and with the courage to awaken. Remember, every ending is a chance to begin again. And you, yes, you are the soul on the edge of awakening.